plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they move on top 4-0.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Sheesh.
Digging in now, Lance Prettyboy. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Lance Prettyboy will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Bintler gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field and deep. Back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in 1 game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Lance Prettyboy will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as they'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And a relay home. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Digging in, Chris Sanchez. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Oh, and he reaches out for the fastball and drives it with authority the other way to left. And it is gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. 4th home run here in the early going as they just continue to pour it on here. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone. Standing in and working on a fantastic game, Lance Prettyboy. He has 7 runs driven into his name so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3.
Down.
And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that. Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the 1st inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
14-0 is the
A player is called to question by his manager on his recent base running performance. The player's been caught stealing an inordinate amount of times recently. Essentially, a red light is being issued here. Red means stop. Also, do not go. When the manager's order is met with some resistance, he pushes back. For his defiant attitude, the player is issued a yellow light. Yellow means proceed with caution. An unexpected summons. It's an attitude check. The manager makes his point. The player makes one of his own. The two have arrived at an understanding, perhaps.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Flying Squirrels of Richmond and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Stepping in, Lance Pretty Boy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Pretty Boy.
Coming to the plate now, Lance Pretty Boy. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Pretty Boy.
Here's the first pitch to him. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Hernandez rounds third and is digging for the plate, and the runner will score from second. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 2-0 ball game. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Digging in once again, Lance Pretty Boy.
First baseman, Lance Pretty Boy.
He's set and the pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His second of the game. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Ready to take his hacks again, Lance Pretty Boy, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. From the stretch. Hit in the air to right field. Littleton is in pursuit. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Into the box, Lance Pretty Boy. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game.
Pretty Boy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Littleton racing back. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting, well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
15-3 the final score. Richmond posted 15 runs in this one. Jorge Feliz claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 2 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and please drive home safely.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the Flying Squirrels of Richmond and the Bowie Bay Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Into the box now, Lance Pretty Boy. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Hit hard on the ground at first. Casto takes it in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Lance Pretty Boy. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
This is skied out toward right. Eubanks will wait on it. One pitch, one away. Settling in now, Lance Pretty Boy. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A shot down the first baseline. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that one run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. The Flying Squirrels came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Dave Klein gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Lee Phipps is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Ronaldo Torres earns the save out of the bullpen, his 3rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Bay Sox, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Herb Jimenez is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Now at the plate, Lance Pretty Boy. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. High and deep to right center. Reyes going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
He's not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us were thinking when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with a double.
Now batting, third baseman, Roberto.
Into the box,
Hernandez.
Roberto Hernandez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 3 here in the early going as they move on top 4-0.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone.
Lance Pretty Boy will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First delivery to him on the way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the runner is in from second. The relay throw. And he's in there with a 2-run triple.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Third baseman, Roberto.
Stepping in now, Roberto Hernandez. He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
0-1, here it comes. Hit sharply toward the right side. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering if his day is going to be ending soon.
So standing in, Lance Pretty Boy, and he's got the tough ones out of the way. Only a single, and he'll have the cycle. First pitch on its way. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Park going back on it at the track. The wall. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
8-1 is the final tonight. The game's Evan Ramos, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Abraham. There are 2 down now. Stepping up to the plate, Lance Prettyboy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a 2-run shot to left center. Number 18 for him on the campaign as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
At the plate, Lance Prettyboy comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing, and oh, man. Way out of here. So a 3-run shot to right center field, his second of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Dan, I can only speak from my own past experiences. When the flags are blowing out, you want as many at-bats as you can, and that's exactly.
Digging in, Lance Prettyboy. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Belted. Deep center field. Sung looking up. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. 2-run shot to straightaway center, his 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Lance Prettyboy will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Here comes the first pitch.
Come on.
Short, hit
Come
hard.
on, deep.
Field over to his left. And there's out number 2. Digging in, Lance Pretty Boy, and he's shooting for history here as he's homered 3 times in this one. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up, and this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
14-5, the final totals in this one. Richmond took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Bartolo Feliz takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Evan Ramos was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
A coach clues in a new team member on available resources.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Hartford Yard Goats and the Willie Pineda gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
First baseman.
Ready now, Lance Prettyboy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Yanked on the ground down the line. And that's through for a hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Second baseman.
In now, Andres Garcia. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Runner's on his way to third. Strike called. Now the throw down. Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Belted high and deep into right center. Davis going back at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. On to third, but he's in safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
Into the box now, Lance Prettyboy. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled toward right center field. Vinny giving chase. And that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. 3 innings complete. The Squirrels lead it 2-0. Striding into the box, Lance Prettyboy. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Number 21 for him on the season, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Oh, man, when he got the second out, I thought he might come out of this unscathed. But after that towering grand slam, he's about as scathed as you can get. Is that a word? Who cares? It is now.
Now at the plate, Lance Pretty Boy. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one.
Pretty Boy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Line towards center field. Vinny will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 1 run here on 2 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Flying Squirrels are on top, 7-2.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Flying Squirrels took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Willie Pineda takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Stephan Serrano permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team. 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Yardsmen, 2 runs, 10 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Hartford Yard Goats and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Tom McDonald will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike. Yeah, you should take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They hit in this one. What's the key for a home win here tonight, Mark?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's...
So digging in now, Lance Pretty Boy.
Lance Pretty Boy.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. It's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 22 on the year as they move on top 4-0.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Lance Pretty Boy will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The throw into second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Right fielder.
Standing in now, Chris Sanchez. Pitch outside, the throw in plenty of time, and he's out at third. Stepping into the box, Lance Pretty Boy. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Here comes the first pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So it's no runs on 2 hits. And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. Richmond jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Tom McDonald wins his 3rd of the season. Theodore Park was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. And as we join the ballgame in progress here, we find the bases empty, nobody out in the inning. At the plate, Lance Prettyboy. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down, and the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. Prince Fitzgerald has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the inning. A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Richmond Flying Squirrels posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Lloyd Burkhart claims the win out of the pen. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the Altoona Curve and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. The Flying Squirrels aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. In now, Lance Prettyboy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, we had eyeballs on yesterday's game. They were able to win that one. They're playing really focused right now, and if they execute like yesterday.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Standing in, Lance Prettyboy. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
High in the air out to center field. Johnson moves over. 1 down. Stepping up now, Lance Prettyboy. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Lance Prettyboy.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch fouled off. Comes set and the 0-1. He pulls this one into right. Littleton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. So coming to the plate, Lance Prettyboy. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Late that time for a strike.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Johnson is there now, and he has it.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is that they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's